Good day, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the evidence of effectiveness of my advocacy, communication, and social mobilization or ACSM initiative using the concepts of monitoring and evaluation, particularly the use of quantitative and qualitative approaches. For this discussion, I will refer to our outreach and capacity building activities with the Mangyan communities in Oriental Mindoro. When I first thought about evaluating an ACSM initiative, I realized that it is easy to focus only on the number of activities conducted or the number of participants who attended. However, after studying Module 9, I learned that these numbers alone do not fully determine whether a program is effective. Effectiveness is measured by whether the initiative achieved its intended outcomes and created meaningful change among its beneficiaries. This is why monitoring and evaluation play a very important role in every ACSM initiative. The first approach is quantitative. Quantitative evaluation focuses on measurable indicators that can be counted and compared. And these indicators help whether the program achieve its planned outputs and reach its target beneficiaries. For our Mangyan outreach activities, one indicator would be the number of participants who attended the training sessions. High attendance indicate that the community was interested in the program and that the activities were accessible to the intended beneficiaries. Another important indicator is the completion rate. It is not enough that participants attend the first session. We should also determine how many completed the entire training program. We can also measure the number of community members who adapted the agricultural or livelihood practices introduced during the training. So, if more participants apply what they learned, this suggests that the program has influenced their behavior. Another useful quantitative indicators include the number of extension activities conducted, the number of households reached, and the number of community organizations or stakeholders involved in the initiative. These numerical indicators provide objective evidence of program implementation and allow us to monitor progress over time. However, numbers alone do not tell the whole story. This brings me to qualitative approach. Qualitative evaluation focuses on understanding the experiences, opinions, perceptions, and challenges of the participants. For me, this is equally important because an ACSM initiative is designed to influence people and understand their experiences. One way to gather qualitative evidence is through interviews by asking questions. What did you learn from the training? What challenges did you encounter in applying your new knowledge? And how has the program changed your daily practices? Another one is focus group discussion, and it allows participants to share their experiences openly. Sometimes, issues are not reflected in numerical data that emerge during the conversations. So, observation is another important qualitative method. We can observe whether participants are actually applying the farming technology that they have learned during the training session. One important lesson I gained from this module is that neither quantitative nor qualitative evaluation should stand alone. Instead, both approaches should complement one another. For example, imagine that an outreach program had 100 participants. From a quantitative perspective, we could say that the program was successful because the attendance was high. However, after conducting interviews, we will discover that many participants still struggled to apply the farming techniques because they lacked resources or needed additional technical support. So, without qualitative evaluation, we would never know these challenges. Likewise, qualitative findings become stronger when supported by quantitative data. If participants say that the training improved their farming practices, we can verify this by examining measurable indicators such as crop production, participation rates, or continued attendance in follow up activities. Using both approaches will give us a more complete and balanced evaluation of an ACSM initiative. Based on Module 9, I believe the evidence of effectiveness for our outreach initiative should include several indicators. Quantitatively, we should examine participant attendance, completion rates, adoption of recommended practices, number of households reached, and participation of community partners. Qualitatively, we should gather participant feedback, identify behavioral changes, document success stories, understand implementation challenges, and assess how the program has influenced community participation and confidence. So, when both types of evidence show positive results, we can conclude that the ACSM initiative is not only well implemented, but also meaningful and responsive to the needs of the community. Module 9 taught me that effective monitoring and evaluation go beyond counting activities or participants. A successful ACSM initiative should be evaluated using both quantitative and qualitative evidence. As future advocates, communicators, and researchers, our goal should not only be to implement programs, but also to ensure that these initiatives create meaningful, sustainable, and measurable changes in the communities that we serve. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and insights.